It's NBA action on EA Sports. Alongside the former Chicago Bulls guard, Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. And Jay, I know this takes you back.
Ed, there's no better feeling this time of year than hearing sneakers squeak on the court and seeing guys get a good lather while they're getting ready for battle.
It's that pregame feeling, and now it's the opening tip. To Luke Kennard. Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Drummond. Jackson. Not getting the bounce. To Paul George. Strong finish for Paul George. So far, so good.
Didn't take long to get this crowd on their feet, and one of the most undervalued things in sports, the 13th man, the fans. If they get you going in the game, they can help you sustain that energy.
Defense was ready. Reggie Jackson unable to hit. Leonard to George. To Leonard. Nothing going here on that drive. Leonard. Short jumper stays out.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Even to Zuba. Oh, that's out.
Out of here. It always looks cool, but guess what? You're still on D.
Kennard. Knocked loose. Clippers have got it.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
Leonard knocks it down. Defender has to get there next time.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose a dagger with the three.
Nothing going here on that drive. Nice finish at the rim.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Jackson to Drummond. Deep right corner. Griffin buries it on the catch and shoot.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
I got him. Here we go. I'm here.
George. His first effort off the mark. Jackson to Drummond. Nothing going here on that drive. Drummond throws it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Paul George. He's 2 for 5. Not great, but trending. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Leonard. He made his first effort, but not that time. Knocked loose. Blake Griffin. Tough matchup against George. Jackson. Oh, he hits the three.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to your stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
Kawhi Leonard. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
These two teams are matching basket for basket. If the pace of the game is going to be like this, I need to start stretching.
Leonard to Paul George. Has a look. Wide open. Too easy. You can't give him that look.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Griffin to Drummond. Off the assist.
Had a difficult first quarter. Couldn't really find his rhythm, but you got 3 more left to play.
George against the former MVP. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go down.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Gets a look, can't hit. Kawhi Leonard, 3 for 4. Good start.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
And the 2. The finish at the rim for Drummond. That's it for the first quarter. The Pistons have the lead. One of those games, every shot seems to be going down. Only one quarter in the books, Jay. Defensively, what needs to be tightened up?
If anything on this game, Ed, you have to expect the unexpected. When players have range that extend outside the gymnasium, oh, we're going to get a chance to watch something special.
To the rim. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Ah, Jay, no question. There's an unspoken bond there.
Just on the same wavelength. And how about this? Sometimes a bad pass is a great pass when you have somebody as athletic as that can catch that anywhere and slam it down.
Leonard to George. Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called. Cruises inside for 2.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Free throws coming up.
I say this a lot, and it's only because coaches harp on it all the time. Read the scouting report. Know who you can and should send to the line. This is a case of knowing a shooter probably had a better chance of hitting a jumper than he does of hitting the free throws.
And gets both to drop at the line. It's the Clippers with the possession now to Paul George. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Team foul number 1.
Paul George, a couple of free throws on the way. A career 84% free throw shooter. And hits the first free throw. Go. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Can't connect from in close. Jackson to Griffin. Fires the 3. And it's Zubac with the rebound. To George. And the finish. Slam dunk.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
And he throws it down. Nuclear from Blake Griffin. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
And they call the foul. Careful there, Jay.
A simple touch foul.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Kennard. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Leonard buries the wide-open three. That's too easy.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Jackson, the pass taken away by the Clippers.
When it's a tight game, those missed opportunities on the road make it tough.
Here's Leonard for two. Knocks it down from mid-range.
When I played, and I see guys do this all the time, when you shoot, the target isn't the basket. The target is actually before you even go into the shot. The target are your hands defensively. If your hands are down and you give me clear vision towards the bucket, that shot's definitely going up.
To Jackson. Almost, and he's not getting the call. George, picked up by Derrick Rose.
Hey, the mismatch down here. Throw it in.
Able to convert inside.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
To Griffin. Oh, look out. Blake Griffin. He's now 4 for 6.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Paul George. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. Leonard. Can't go down. Smothering defense. Rose. There's the toss. To the outside. To Griffin. From long range. Yeah, Blake Griffin. Good on the quick release. 4-3.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Leonard. LA with 4 to shoot. Kawhi Leonard. Rebound taken down by the Pistons. Shot from the lane won't go. That's it for the first half. The Pistons with the lead. A lot of intrigue to come in this second half. A 1-point game as we resume play here in the third quarter. It's LA Clippers ball. You've got to get that one to go.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
Knocked loose. Jackson to Drummond. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. And finishes strong.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Kennard. To Griffin. Has a chance. Griffin's shot off the mark.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
To Luke Kennard. From the painted area, won't go down. To Beverly. Reggie Jackson.
Whoa! Get that out of here.
Message sent, Jay. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Jackson to Griffin. Add 2 points to the board. Simply put, can you build a franchise around Blake Griffin right now?
No, not right now. I think he's starting to get to the latter part of his career. I think he could be a key cog in a championship team, but just not the main guy.
To Paul George. Beyond the arc for 3. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
As a team, they were on the absolute tear in the first half. But guess what happens during halftime? The defensive team makes adjustments, and it looks like it's working out.
And they call it.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Pistons. George. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
George, he engulfed him that time.
They had so much success in the first half knocking down the three-point shot. That's not the case so far in the second. Try to play inside out. Maybe attack the rim. See the ball go in first.
Paul George to Beverly.
2 minutes left.
The pass set it all up.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
To George. Great look and vision. George gets it in the left corner. To Paul George. For 3, he missed his first 4 from downtown. He finally gets a 3 to go.
I'm going to tell you what every shooter thinks after he misses 4 in a row. One has to go in eventually.
Jackson. Going to launch beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Clippers have the basketball. George shakes free and hits.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion, the backspin. It gives off the feel like the ball's going in every time.
Paul George is going to get 3 shots here. He's perfect from the line so far. First one goes down. And he hits the second. And he cashes in at the line. 3 for 3. Finish at the rim. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Leonard. And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. First try, no good. Knocks down the second free throw. pass there. Clippers have it to George. The monster stuff. Neither side is giving up an inch.
I guarantee you tomorrow on Complex's social feed, that play will have millions of views. And I'm really looking forward to this fourth quarter because the first three have lived up to the billing.
Down. The Clippers have the lead. Pistons basketball here to start the fourth quarter. They trail to this point, but you'd have to say this one's up for grabs.
And the new style we play with in this league, all it takes is 3 quick threes, and you're right back in the ballgame.
George, smothering D. He was all over him. Missed the shot, no free throws. To Griffin. Lets it fly from long range, off the iron, no good. LA Clippers with the basketball. Here's Leonard for two. Yes, when this guy's open, look out. Nearly automatic.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Derrick Rose, looking good, 4 for 5.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Number 0, Andre Drummond. Subbing in.
Rose into the front court. His guys trail now by 4. To Drummond. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
This is not the time to have a mental lapse.
Leonard.
That's his first personal foul.
Kawhi Leonard is going to get a chance at 3 here, shooting 66% in this contest. Knocks down the first. Second and 3 is good. And he hits all 3 free throws. Rose to Drummond. Won't go. Follows his own shot with that one. Nice follow-up.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Leonard. Man, that was a tough shot.
And I don't know why the defense continues to help on guys that drive. Make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving three-point shooters open on the perimeter.
Leonard to Paul George. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. Paul George fires, doesn't get the bounce. Drummond to Rose. Looking for his man. The pass taken away by the Clippers.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
Coach coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups.
Detroit Pistons, number 1, Reggie Jackson.
Even to Zubats with the block.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Number 0, Andre Drummond.
Leonard. He was all over him.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
And they call the foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Team foul number 1, Los Angeles Clippers.
Jackson to Drummond. To Rose. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, short. Leonard. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Leonard to George. To shoot. Short jumper off the mark. To Rose. And he'll head to the line.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. And a whistle.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 2, Detroit Pistons are in the penalty.
Leonard. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
George with a beat, knocked it away.
Oh, some fans should take that ball home as a gift.
That's a souvenir. Flushes down the slam.
The assist from number 25, Derrick Rose.
It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they win this one by 3. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the